What is up, Squid Squad? Welcome to another adventure in the Amberlynn verse. We have been gone for, I think, like 2 weeks, maybe even 3. Unfortunately, we really started getting this channel going, right when we had some stuff to do. I started school, and then you had a course. So, yeah, sorry about that. I really want to try to keep, doing several videos every week. So we're going to keep on trying to do that. We also are above 100 subs. So we are going to do a special celebration. And also you can ask any questions for the celebration about Amber or DSP or about life or games or movies or whatever. We're going to make a little celebration video. So thank everyone that has come over. But first, I wanted to play Choosy. So I'm gonna make you, Seb. I'm gonna
What
make you
the heck?
sit here with me. We're gonna sit here for
Okay.
days on end playing Choosy. Which confidant from Persona 5 is better, Igor, Morgana?
What the hell? This is a terrible one right off the bat.
Well, go ahead. We're gonna sit here for days until you do it.
I don't know who's better.
Okay, Makoto, Morgana.
Morgana.
Haru,
I don't like Makoto.
Haru, Morgana.
Morgana.
Yusuke, Morgana.
Morgana.
So we picked the one that's gonna win. So if you don't know what that was all about, the little skit you saw right there, we will be reacting to Beck, who has been doing Q&A sessions on their channel, and basically they have just shown that Amber is an actual complete psychopath. One of the things that Amber was forcing Beck to do was to sit there and play the game Choosy, which basically she would just lay out 2 things, and then you had to pick one, and then that had to just keep on going until you got to the bottom. And this would be for stuff like stickers, croc charms, earrings, where she had thousands of these things. And by the way, she didn't
calendar pages.
Calendar pages. That's the weirdest one to me.
I think the croc charms without owning any crocs is pretty fucking weird. She collected thousands of croc charms without owning a single pair of crocs.
I was about
to me that's very strange.
Yeah, I was about to make it clear that she didn't actually have any crocs. It'd be one thing if she collected croc charms and she had crocs, but she's literally just collecting stuff to collect stuff. So we will be doing a video on those Beck Q&As coming up probably tomorrow, because Amber will not have posted tomorrow. But for today, we're watching her latest video. We're just gonna kind of we're just gonna fast forward to today's video because we have a lot of stuff to catch up on, and a lot of it, 90%, only the last like 3 videos are worth watching. Every other video from that time span was horrible because it was before they Amber and Jade, before Amber and Emily had broken up, and it was just her showing like Target hauls and stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and start with this one to come back and get back into it. It's called Responding to Beck, Gaining More Weight. Who could have seen that coming?
Perfect.
And Grocery Haul. Now, I'll tell you that this title absolutely shocks me, that Amber is gaining more weight. I don't really know how that can happen. Okay, so part of that Beck Q&A that is driving me fucking insane, which we knew, I don't know what it is, but despite the fact that we knew, it infuriates me so much. So Amber, when she would do the what I eat in a day videos, she would hide food she was eating and only show what she thought the audience would want to see. Is that not absolute psychopathic behavior? And it just makes me think whenever she's showing, because she's gonna, in gaining more weight, she keeps on talking about how she doesn't lose weight eating 1,800 calories, which we've all known is bullshit. But now to have like hard proof that she's just completely fucking lying about it, it is infuriating to me. like she has spent so long acting like a medical marvel, and like I said, I keep on repeating it, but we knew she was lying about it. We knew she was having more food, but just that
Yep.
confirmation for me, it like blows my mind.
Yeah, the scale doesn't. Hey, you know what, Doctor Now from 600 Pound
The
Life?
scale
He
doesn't
always
lie.
says, and yeah, the name of his famous book and his slogan is "The scale doesn't lie, people do."
Yeah, it
And it's
it
true. You can't defy the laws of physics, Amberlynn. I'm sorry, you just can't.
and it fucking pisses me off. And Sav, you do not sound nearly as pissed off as me because you have reached this point a long time ago where you are
I'm
just
jaded.
completely far from jaded about Amber Lynn.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just getting there. I have started to
Mhm.
really, really, really like just straight up hate her since the summer. But like all the stuff with Beck is making me just I am just so fucking I'm fuming. I've got my tentacles just like
Well,
flying all over the place. Oh my god.
you're still in anger, but I'm on to
You're
acceptance.
on to
So
acceptance.
next
Yes.
comes bargaining. I'm sorry, you're gonna start asking Amber to just try,
Yeah.
but and then after that's
Yeah.
depression. I just
Amber,
checked.
Amber, please just try. Come on.
Amber,
No, I think
please
I'm
just
I'm
go Ozempic another time. Just how about how about Weight Watchers? What about Jenny Craig? You love Jenny Craig.
I might be skipping that stage because I am just so fucking irritated. You cannot is this gaslighting? I know gaslighting is like such an overused term, but is this gaslighting? Because it seems like it is, right? She
Is
tells us
what specifically?
well
Like her
when she's
telling us that her diet's on track, but then the scale shows otherwise?
well, yeah, her saying that like I can't lose you guys don't understand. I can't lose weight eating 1800 calories. It just doesn't work for me and my body. And then knowing that she was actually eating other stuff. And she just lies
I
to us
think that
on
counts as gaslighting, yeah,
yeah,
because she's trying to convince us that it's one reason when it's actually a different reason that
when she
makes her
damn
look bad, and
yeah,
she's leaving out information
yeah.
to
So
achieve that. Yeah.
so I am very excited for this weekend to go and watch the Beck videos. They are insane. Every single video has like two or three things where it's just like uh, I knew you were bad, but I didn't know you were the worst person in the world. Okay,
Well, now you
anyways.
do.
Yeah, let's get to this video from 13 hours ago.
Hello, hello, welcome to a new vlog.
Filmed February 2nd, so holy shit, we're 2 weeks behind. I didn't realize we were so far behind.
Today is
Yeah.
Or ahead, sorry. Amber likes to call it ahead.
Yeah. We're ahead. Yeah, yeah.
February 2nd, and I am just getting ready for the day. I woke up just a little bit ago. So as you guys remember, yesterday I was trying to be super productive, distract myself, and all that good stuff. And I put my perfumes in my
I saw people on Reddit taking screenshots of this part and saying it was Centaur Lynn.
Yeah, buddy.
Is
Look at the
that
lower back sticks out and it crops.
oh
This
my
frame that
god.
she set up the camera, it
Yeah.
crops her out at the perfect
Right at
time,
the thing to make
the
it look like
perfect
she's a
place.
centaur. Oh my god. That the ass shelf is ass shelving. Like it I don't know if it's
Mhm.
gotten worse or if I'm just like or if I'm just like seeing it as being worse, but it is so bad. Which is really silly because this video is called Gaining More Weight. So, I mean, there you go.
my closet. I walk through this closet 9 million times a day. So now I'm never going to forget to put perfume on because I used to always forget to put perfume on. And now I'm not. Okay, you guys, so normally it would be my shot day today, but it hasn't came in the mail. It's shipping.
Hasn't
So
came.
from the looks of it, I will be getting it on Tuesday. So we'll be doing it then. Because as you guys know, my grocery days.
What, Amberlynn, what's the point of this? You clearly
It's
want to quit
This
it.
is completely performative.
We
She,
skipped.
this bitch is injecting herself with fucking water at this point. I don't care. She went to the pharmacy and asked for syringes. I don't give a shit. This is stupid. She might as well. Like, she literally might as well just be injecting water on camera for show or something.
Yeah.
This is fucking dumb.
Yeah, so some of the videos we missed reacting to, basically, yeah, she's back on semaglutide, but she is eating through it. Can you believe there's a medicine that makes you lose your appetite, and that's the whole reason you take it? Unless you're like diabetic, of course, but Amber finds the courage to eat through it. She will not let the stupid medicine defeat her. She is eating through it. And according to some very recent scientific research, I don't think you want to be on Ozempic longer than you need to be, because apparently it's leading to like spot blindness and other like vision problems in people. So if I were Amber, I'd probably just want to take it very seriously for one go around, so you don't have to keep on hopping on and hopping off and hopping on, hopping off. Yeah, we don't really know what the long-term effects are, so.
Are my shot days. And I'm about to give you guys a grocery haul. I do want to make it very clear, I am not watching what I eat, I'm watching how much I eat.
Yeah, we can fucking tell. I'm not watching what I eat. Yeah, no shit, girl. You're 510 pounds.
Because I just do not have the capacity right now. Like, I'm going through a lot. And I'm telling you, if I start eating just like broccoli and chicken, I'm going to spiral even more. I have not.
So essentially what she's saying here is that she is going to continue using food as a coping mechanism, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
she's saying it's as good as doing nothing, right? I'm not counting, I'm not keeping track of what I'm eating.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch what I eat specifically, because I need that to cope with my girlfriend breaking up with me. My feeder girlfriend, by the way.
Quote unquote binged in easily year and a half. I'll tell you, since I've been in Oklahoma, I haven't. So that's been almost like a year and a half. So I want to stick to that. And
even if she hasn't binged by her words, girl, you are 510 pounds. Like, you are eating to what a lot of people would be a binge on a daily basis. Because what's her do you know offhand how many calories she burns off, or how many calories she would need to burn? Because I remember seeing it's something ridiculous like 3,000.
No, but I could figure it out very quickly. All right, so I have calculated Amberlynn's calorie requirements. If she's completely sedentary, as a 35-year-old 5'2" female weighing 505 pounds, and completely sedentary, this is no exercise, in order to just maintain her weight, she needs to eat 3,533 calories. So if she wanted to lose 1 pound a week, you need to have a 3,500 calorie deficit per week. There's 3,500 calories in a pound. So that would be 500 calories deficit a day, meaning she could eat 2,944 calories a day. Or 3,033 calories a day.
God.
So she can eat 3,000 calories a day and lose a pound a week. It should be no problem for her to eat well below that, to be honest with you.
Get this bullshit out here about I haven't binged since
Not
I've
counting
been
calories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me.
There.
So let's do some math once we get her weigh in. Now that we know 3,500 is her resting rate.
Okay, sounds good. It was also a little funny the way you said it. You made it sound like when they introduced the starters in basketball, you're like 5'2" and 505 pounds from Brown Mackey College, Amberlynn Reid.
Amberlynn Reid.
Crowd goes crazy.
The crowd goes crazy. It's Amberlynn Reid.
She would be unstoppable in the post. Jokic won't be able to contain her. No, and just get her onto a smaller defender. It's over.
And I feel like could
Amberlynn be like a hockey goalie and just sit in front of the net?
I thought about it. I wonder how big the net is, and like I wonder how much she would.
How wide she is?
Yeah.
Right now, if I start just like eating lettuce and broccoli, I'm going to be so beyond triggered. I know.
Why? Just fucking.
You'd be triggered to do what? Eat more lettuce and broccoli?
Yeah, just eat the broccoli and chicken.
You'd be triggered to face your past trauma and your mental illness because you wouldn't have your coping mechanism anymore. That's what it boils down to.
And if this were 10 years ago, I would give her the kind of like the benefit and be like, oh yeah, you don't want to go cold turkey right away. But she's been having this like conversation for 10 years of like, oh, I can't do it right away because if I just stop eating everything I want, I'm gonna spiral. Well, bitch, it's
Yeah,
been
she
like
needs to
10
do it
years of you
slowly.
saying that. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, at this point, especially at your age now, you don't have room for taking things slowly anymore because you have been trying or attempting and telling us that you've been taking it slowly for a decade now.
Myself. So anyways, let's do a grocery haul. We have eggs, and I am going to be putting my groceries away as I haul the food. So I got some of these cheddar jalapeno popcorn situation type deal. I've never had it before, so I'll definitely do a taste test. I got pesto tortellini Amy's TV dinner, fire roasted
Big ups,
tomato
Amy.
and garlic
Oh, that's
classico
that's what I get.
spaghetti sauce.
The
I like that
Classico.
stuff. Yeah, I get that
spicy
too.
ramen. So I got 2 of these ground turkey breasts, 99% fat free. So this is a veggie loaf. Amy's
If only that
TV
was
dinner.
Amber.
It
99%
is like
fat
meatloaf,
free.
but it's just vegetables. I got one of her chili.
She must be like
mac rolls, which is one of my
99%
favorites.
fat.
Yeah, I mean,
Like your body fat
at
percentage
500
is.
Yeah, no, actually, she probably is.
Creamy coconut outshine bar, one of my favorite treats lately. And then I really enjoy making BLTs and sandwiches, so I got the whole grain 15 grain bread.
I see you,
Got
girl.
some
I
grape
love
Uncrustables.
sandwiches. You know
Y'all,
I
they
love
literally
sandwiches.
have heart-shaped
Shout out
pasta, so I was
Uncrustables.
like,
Oh, look, they've had little Valentine's things
I
on
like the heart pasta.
Oh, that's cute.
I need to get this. Got some rotisserie seasoned chicken breast lunch meat, more milk, a red onion, pine saw, 2 boxes of bacon.
She gonna drink that?
Hot and spicy Duke's sausages, highly recommend. Keep them in the fridge. Mozzarella string cheese.
Okay.
I need a new thing of sriracha, salad mix, some individual original Pringles, and also some sour cream and onion ones, Nutty Buddies. Last but not least, some of these beef and bean frozen burritos.
Oh, it's just a little bruh.
Amber's playing with
It's
her
just a
pussy. Oh my god, look at her from this angle. Holy shit.
Damn. Okay,
That is-
girl.
That was one bad looking lady.
Little brushing. We just a brushing?
That's brave of you to say.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
such a good boy.
you're distracting me from the very good cat there. I just want to
Yeah.
pay attention to the cat, so get your huge face out of there.
Boy.
I guess, man, angles really are a thing, huh? Because she
Whenever I
always
brush him,
looks
he
bad,
thinks that we're
but
playing a game.
from there she looks
Are you playing a game?
fucking like terrifying.
Oh, you hear him purring? Yeah. Do you see
ASMR.
yourself?
This is the
you
only good
sniffing
part of
the
the
cameras?
vlog so far.
I'm genuinely having a hard time
No,
right now.
no.
It's like one of those moments that like, I just...
Look at all the tears coming out of her eyes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Her
As she
face is
bursts
just-
into tears without any tears. That's so cool how she's able to do that all the fucking time.
Yeah, her face is just covered with tears. Her face is so wet.
Think of all the times in the last month that she's quote unquote cried, and how many times have we seen actual liquid tears come from her eyes? Literally like twice, maybe once or twice.
Yeah, and
She never has actual tears. She does this thing where she's talking and then mid-sentence starts crying, and she's never actually crying. It's like psychotic. It's actually crazy.
it's really weird because I feel like she does actually get that obsession with people. So I feel like she probably was extremely obsessed with Emily, and now that they're broken up, she probably is like just going crazy inside her head. But whenever she talks about, there's no tears, so I don't really know what to make of that. I'm not a psychologist or anything, but it's weird.
I think
to
she
me.
is hurting. I think
Yeah.
she is hurting, but I think that the crying in these clips is very performative.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so when I say she bursts out crying, she does it mid-sentence here, but no tears follow, and that's always how it is.
Yeah.
She knows how to make the face and like do the, the speech pattern, I guess, kind of like as if you were talking while crying, but she's not actually crying. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really weird.
bad. It's like
Shows you
this
that she's
shit,
well practiced.
Genuinely, it comes in waves. Like, and right now I'm fucking drowning. Like, having BPD makes it to where, like, regulating your emotions is, like,
Oh my
so
god.
hard.
You know that when regular people break up, they also go through this. They also have extremely hard emotions. But no,
No.
it's my BPD. Oh my god, my BPD. You guys just don't understand how hard it is with my BPD.
Her life is uniquely difficult. And breakups, you don't even know how hard a breakup is because you don't have BPD. So
yeah,
yeah,
she
about it.
said recently that think about the emotions you feel, and then for someone with BPD, it's just like 10 times stronger. She's so unique, and it's incredible that
Which
she's feeling it 10 times stronger, yet she's has no tears.
the thing is, I don't doubt that that's true of BPD
Yeah,
either.
yeah, yeah.
I think that's like characteristic of BPD is feeling things disproportionately strongly, right? Based on
Mhm.
what the situation is. However, she then extrapolates that to also mean that nobody feels emotions as strongly as someone her with BPD ever.
Yep. Yep.
Where I think it's more meant to describe that these people that have this feel the emotions all the time for
Yeah.
every situation
just
when it's
regular
not really
situations.
appropriate, for like
Yep.
things that are not appropriate,
Yep.
you know?
Yep. I don't think that the breakup is harder than anyone else's breakup, but kind of like just regular situations from your life, like I don't know, being late for I don't know, being late for something
Yeah,
would
friends not hanging out with you or something.
would drive
It's a
you
way
to
bigger deal. Getting in trouble
yeah
at work.
yeah. But as far as like breakups, yeah, it's very normal for people to have huge reactions to that.
Almost like virtually impossible depending on like how many times you've like exercised and like practiced.
Wait, what's he talking about?
It's like this shit. Genuinely, it comes in waves. Like, and right now I'm fucking drowning.
Like how she does
Like,
the
having
sobs,
BP.
but there's no
Yeah.
tears. Like there should be tears during the sobs, but there
Yeah.
not
I also feel like it's a visceral fat around her lungs that's making her feel like she's drowning.
There you go.
He makes it to where like regulating your emotions is like so hard,
God.
almost like virtually impossible depending on like how many times you've like exercised and like practiced that like regulating muscle.
The regulating. She's exercising her regulating muscle.
I need to
What
go
regulating a muscle?
I need to go do some more sets with my regulating muscle.
Yeah, how many reps? How many sets?
BPD is like the worst when I'm
More
in a
sets of 5.
relationship. That's how it is for a lot of people who suffer with it. So just coming out of a relationship, like I have genuinely practiced regulating my emotions more than I have in a very, very long time.
She also hasn't seen the psychiatrist or therapist or whatever yet. She hasn't seen them yet. I wonder where she's getting all these words from. Do you
Yep.
think it's TikTok? Probably.
I think it's TikTok, Reddit, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyone. ChatGPT.
Yep.
I'm not to bring up people I don't really want to bring up, but when I was in a relationship with Erica, I almost didn't care as much to regulate my emotions because like we were long distance and all the suffering kind of landed on me. But it's different when I was with Tommy, especially like while I was in Wisconsin for those 3 months. Every day you have to practice regulating your emotions because when you have BPD, everything is a million times stronger than the average.
A million times.
Grateful.
Not even 2 times, 3 times, 10 times. It's a million.
I do feel myself improving. It's not a lot, but it's genuinely enough to where I'm like, wow, I notice a difference.
She notices a difference, so now I wonder how long she's going to be in therapy for.
Yeah.
And I think by going to therapy, and if you didn't watch my last vlog, my first like true appointment with my new therapist is Thursday. I think going to therapy.
It is really silly to see the people who are new here, who are acting like the therapy is going to be anything
It's gonna change
whatsoever.
everything. Yeah, this is gonna be a turning point. This is gonna turn things around. Do you know how many times this bitch has
we had
been
this
there?
conversation? Yeah. We've had this conversation like 10 times.
It's part of the Amberlynn cycle, though. People get sucked up at stage 1 where she promises to reform herself.
Yep.
There's hope. People jump on and they go, wow, I can't wait to watch this woman develop and change. And then they get thrown through the cycle.
Yep, and that's how it is every time. If you've been here for a long time, how long have I been watching Amber? Like 8? Oh my goodness, like 8 years at this point. Yeah, after a couple of years, you just have to go through the cycle like twice, 3 times, and then you realize it's futile. She's never gonna change. I don't know how the semaglutide or the therapy is gonna end. I just know it is, and if it doesn't, if she actually changes and she's down to 300 pounds next year, I mean, I have egg on my face, but she that's the first time she's done that in like 20 tries. So I mean, I won't think I'm stupid. I won't like, oh man, I can't believe I doubted her. I'll be more like, oh, finally.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck, dude? You've done this 20 times already.
He is definitely going to help with that. And we're actually going to be doing EMDR therapy, which helps people with BPD and CPTSD, which I have both of those things. From what
Can you do
he told me during
EMDR
the
virtually, or do you have to go in person?
I don't even know what that means.
I'm gonna look it up really quick. I
Okay.
wonder that.
Very trauma focused, which is exactly why I have these issues.
Very
is due to
trauma focused.
Wow. Sitting here and calmly.
Yeah, I guess you can.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
My hot take that I've been working on, she's talking about this trauma. She absolutely has trauma because of her parents were drug addicts. They did neglect her. She went through the foster care system. She has a significant amount of trauma. But I am getting to the point where I'm sick of hearing about it because hear me out. I'm not just being an asshole.
Whoa.
I'm sick of hearing about it because well, first of all, the kind of like the main reason is she uses it as a way to not take accountability for anything. But also the two worst things we've ever heard about this was that one, she was sexually assaulted by her cousin, which then turned into she was sexually assaulted by several men, and that turned out to be BS.
Yeah, her father's friends.
Yeah,
a group of her father's friends. She essentially insinuated that this group of men, her father's friends, gang,
yeah,
you know whated her.
Yeah.
People pressed her on it, and it turns out that they just looked at her funny.
Yeah.
One time,
which is
they
had,
insane.
Like,
they didn't
something.
even touch her.
Yeah,
they didn't even touch. People said, "Oh, did they?" Okay, so they didn't, R-word you. Did they like grope you? Did they like touch your butt? No, it was just all verbal. They just made me uncomfortable.
And
what did they say? Well, I don't know. It was just like kind of the looks they gave. Like it just every time she was asked for details on it, it sort of moved down another level of severity, which is a crazy thing to do.
It's insane. And if you remember,
it just seems crazy to need to make up trauma if you've had all this trauma. Like you've had a traumatic enough life, you can just talk about, I don't know, talk about your foster parents, the ones that sucked or something. You don't have to make up weird stories like this. It's strange.
I'm sure she had some shitty foster parents. That's just unfortunately how it works. And if you remember, her excuse was that she thinks that sexual assault and sexual harassment are like basically the same thing. That was the way that she tried to get out of that. So,
yep.
Very strange. And then the other one was that she has talked about how she was sexually assaulted again or raped by her her partner, Casey. And it comes out that actually Amber's the one that like was more of the aggressor in that, and Casey didn't actually, do anything to her. So when you're two big stories, you have two big stories that are showing the trauma in your life, and both of them end up being completely fake. Like I said, it's not all fake because we know about the foster home stuff, but you gotta stop using it for everything. Stop talking about your fucking trauma because you've lied about way too much. I don't know what to believe anymore. I know that there's a baseline. Sorry, I know there's a baseline level when you're neglected by drug addicted parents, and that baseline level is extremely, extremely bad. But when you lie about all this stuff, I don't know what to think. I don't know, like, what am I supposed to believe you on, right?
Yep.
Anyways,
sure.
that's my hot take.
Talking to you guys has actually made me feel better. I've calmed down. I probably edited out a ton because this clip is 7 minutes long.
Just
do this. Yeah, no, we're gonna be editing
this
down majorly.
Have parasocial relationship with your 244,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'll distract myself with like Legos or journaling, taking Twinkie on a longer walk than usual, just like finding anything to distract myself. So this is like a really good outlet for me, is just like being able to like have these video diaries, and I just appreciate you guys listening, truly.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, it is the next day. It's February 3rd, and I just want to say
What's going on
I'm
with their
very
arms?
upset with myself. As quick as I can lose
Looking
13
weird.
pounds in a week of water weight, I can also pretty much almost gain that back. So we're gonna try to do 10 days of calories again. I've just been in a really bad headspace.
Again, by the way, the last time she tried to do this, she gave up because Emily broke up with her. So she can't count calories because her heart was too broken. You know what else is gonna break your heart? It being crushed by all that fat. So
Whoa,
go ahead and count those
got
calories,
him.
girl.
Mental headspace, so I literally have not.
And what's up with the she's got like a scar on her titty or something?
I know, there's so much going on. The weird middle part, the bangs kind of sticking out a little bit.
yeah.
They're all greasy. Really weird.
Yeah,
just
nothing-
strange. No eyebrows.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing positive going on in this photo.
Been caring
strange.
about how much I've been eating or anything like that. So I'm like super swollen, like my lymphedema leg.
Sav knows.
My lymphedema leg.
Oh, Sav knows that the grossest thing to me is when Amber talks about being swollen. I can't even describe it. But just that video where she said that she couldn't go to her doctor's appointment because she was too swollen to fit in the car. I don't know why. It just grosses me out so much. I just see like a Michelin Man type thing, just like a really like swollen type, like round thing, and it grosses me out a lot.
Which, by the way, I now have lymphedema. I'm like
My
super
lymphedema.
swollen, like my
Lymphedema leg.
Which, by the way, I now have lymphedema in both legs.
I
but
now
I'm
have it in
referring
both
to my
legs.
right one, the one that's bigger. Like it is extremely swollen. I prefer counting my calories and seeing how much
this.
I'm eating. I don't care what I'm eating right now. For me, it's all about being in
Imagine having to say in my lymphedema leg.
God.
a calorie deficiency. Okay, you guys, so today is February 4th. I just woke up and I realized that I am a complete flop. Yesterday, life won. So we're starting the 10 days
Life
of counting
won.
calories. and
Life
weighing
one.
myself
Okay. So life one. So today we're counting calories. Okay. So life one is code for I fucking binged all day, bitch.
Yeah,
I binged all goddamn day.
Yeah.
So many calories.
Life
Did not count
one.
a single one of them.
That's a really funny way to say you binged.
She couldn't count high
like
enough.
one.
today. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take Twinks out. I'm gonna weigh myself, and then I'm gonna get in the shower, and I will catch up with you guys when I'm done and ready for the day. Okay, guys, so it has literally
She looks so fucking stupid here.
It
Holy fuck.
looks like she's gonna go visit the Wizard of Oz.
By the way, they were showing that movie last year in theaters, and I watched it for the first time in theaters. That movie is so fucking good.
Yeah,
know,
there's a reason it's a classic.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a reason it's a classic. It was like sold out too. It was crazy. That thing was,
Mhm.
you know what? A+ filmmaking. Big ups to everyone that worked on it, who is probably dead now. But you did good. I commend you.
Timeless film.
I
Yep.
commend you. Yay.
already been half of the day, and I'm finally back to vlog.
If you really want to be a bitch, you can say that she's trying to attract people that like little kids or something with the butterfly hair clips and then the pigtails. We're just trying to attract
That's just silly. I'm not down with that.
You're not down with it, but it's
I think that's
hilarious.
stupid.
Vlogging. We have some updates. Okay, so we're gonna
That's what she's doing. Look at her. What
She's
else
the
could
one
she be
that's into
doing?
kids. She doesn't want to attract people that like kids. She is looking for kids.
She wants kids to think that she's the same age. She wants them to think
Oh
that she's
my
15.
God.
So
She already looks like a giant overgrown toddler. Why not throw on some hair clips and pigtails, girl?
Oh my god, this look is just so bad. The only way to make this look any better is to look for a deep reason that she's doing it. And that deep reason is because she's trying to attract kids.
start off with my weigh-in.
Oh
so
my
here's
goodness.
Hello.
I don't actually believe that, by the way. I just think it's really
I think
funny
it's
that
because
she
she's on
dresses like this.
TikTok too much, following
Yeah.
the e-girl look.
Yeah. 509.4. She was down to like
509.4.
504.
Oh yes, 505 or 504. Yeah, she maintained that for like her first 2 weeks of Ozempic, which is crazy, by the way.
Yeah. So the first week she ended up losing like 15 pounds or something like that.
Again, as a reminder, completely sedentary. To maintain 505 pounds, she'd have to be eating 3,500 calories a day.
Yeah. Yep.
And Amberlynn will tell you she did a very detailed calculation one time. Detailed is in quotes, where she broke down that her BMR is actually significantly lower than that because she has no uterus and because she's done years of yo-yo dieting and because she's a special, unique snowflake in a vast sea of people who follow the laws of thermodynamics, and she's special. So
yeah,
she doesn't lose weight the same, you guys, because math and the laws of the universe don't apply to her.
They do not.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but nope. She only eats 1,800 calories a day.
Yep.
And she still gains weight. It's just crazy.
Really
oh, and lymphedema was her other reason. There were a lot of great reasons for why she doesn't follow the rules of physics, but
I don't remember the exact weight, but yeah, she in the first like week she had lost like 15 pounds or something like that. And then she stayed steady since then, and now she's gaining. Let me remind you that she is taking a medication who's strictly, it's also for diabetics, but the reason she's taking it is strictly because it takes away your appetite. And yet, she is gaining weight on it. She is really just powering through it. She's not going to let this shit stop her. She's going to do it. Good on you, Amber.
Literally horrific. I understand. I am so swollen. Literally, the only thing I can do is like move forward.
Swollen, girl.
You hate when she's swollen.
Lipedema, always gonna be a thing. But it just sucks that like I gain weight like triple or maybe even quadruple as quickly as I would if I
also hate this. Because, girl, it does not matter whatsoever. You're so big that, like, increments of 10 do not matter. Who cares if you gain?
Nope.
Like,
the way that normal people celebrate every 2 or 3 pounds, she should celebrate every 10 or 15 pounds.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just so annoying. I believe that her lipedema is making her retain water or whatever. I don't know how any of that shit works, but I believe that it probably has an effect. But if you're actually losing weight, it doesn't matter because that weight's gonna outdo, I guess, I don't know the word, outdo whatever fluid retention you have in your fucking legs, right? If you're oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say as well, so remember to gain 4 pounds, knowing that a pound is 3,500 calories, that's 14,000 calories she has to eat above whatever it takes to maintain.
Oh my god.
Over however long it took her. So I mean, I don't know offhand how long was between this weigh-in and the last one, but if it was like, we could be generous and say it was a week. So that would mean an extra 2,000 calories per day, which would mean, by the way, if she was completely sedentary, she's eating 5,500 a day. She's not completely sedentary. She walks around, according to herself, a decent amount. And we've seen in the vlogs, she's been going out places with her mom a lot. So if she's active, then she's eating even more. She's probably eating 6,000 or 7,000 calories a day to have gained that much weight. Isn't that insane to think about?
That is absolutely insane. I hope that other reaction channels like pick up on that and talk about that because it's just mind-boggling.
Weight.
Especially with the way that she acts like she literally is doing nothing wrong. She's just eating a normal amount. I'm sorry, you cannot maintain by eating a normal amount, and
nope.
I'm so glad
she doesn't even. Part of why her self-reporting on this is so fucked is A, she's a delusional liar and a narcissist. But also, she literally does not know what a normal amount is, and she never has. Yeah. She's been fat her whole life since she was a little kid. We've seen those photos of her when she was like 5, and she was morbidly fucking obese. Yeah. Like, she has never once in her life known what a normal amount to eat is.
Yeah.
And not only that, but she's always lived with fat-ass people, just objectively speaking, who also eat too much.
No offense to them, but yeah, they're also
just objectively speaking. You're telling me Destiny and Becky know how to eat a normal amount?
I'm just glad that Beck came out and told us that Amber lies about the what I eat in a
Yes,
days.
me
Because
too.
it's just such a great piece of evidence for all of this. Girl, you're showing us your pokeballs or whatever, and it doesn't matter because we know it's bullshit. We know you're lying about it, and just scientifically, literally just scientifically, we know you're lying. It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that. It genuinely just sucks. So I showered, I obviously got ready for the day. I also ended up eating while I was doing some work on my computer. So I had a poke bowl and a Nutty Buddy, so I'll show you that here. All right, so I'm going through a
She
food
looks like a
fixation where I
toddler.
love me a poke bowl.
Look at her.
So it's crab
She
going through a
does.
food.
Look, she's at the high chair.
It
Yeah,
looks
oh
like
my
she's-
god, with the fork sticking out of her mouth like that, she looks like she's on a little mission as like a toddler.
It looks like she's like Phil in his high chair.
People and a Nutty Buddy, so I'll show you that here. All right, so I'm going through a food
Ah,
fixation where I love me a poke
Amberlynn
bowl.
tries it.
So it's crab and just a bunch of vegetables like jalapeno.
That
Oh
one's
yeah,
fucking
it's
huge,
so healthy.
dude.
Just a bunch of vegetables. Look how much fucking. And keep in mind how big she is too. I think with a normal person holding
That's
that
true,
bowl,
it
it would
look
look
even bigger.
fucking massive.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rice.
Yeah.
She's talking about. Oh, it's basically just rice and like a ton of vegetables, trying to make it sound like super healthy and low calorie and
Yeah.
not a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, girl. Except for all the mayo, crab, all the
Spicy
other stuff,
mayo.
avocado, edamame, all the other high calorie wasabi, all the high calorie things.
And I just can't get over this. It is Amber. How the fuck am I supposed to trust you right now? Honestly, we know that you lie about what you eat in a day. How the fuck am I supposed to especially
Yeah.
after we did the math that you have to be eating like 5,000 calories a day to gain as much as you do. And at the very worst, even if you're just staying around the same thing, which you had been doing for like 3 weeks, you'd have to be eating 3,000 calories. So fuck your what I ate in a day video, Amber. I'm calling you out. There you go.
Wow. It's almost a shame that her and Erica didn't work out. I know Erica seemed to potentially have feeder tendencies. However, can you imagine Amberlynn living with like a super fit, lean, buff bodybuilder woman and seeing how that person eats? And I feel like it could, rub off on her and she would see how a normal fit person eats.
Yeah.
And it would just be very interesting. Although, again, I don't think Erica specifically would have maybe achieved anything since she seemed to like big girls that eat a lot of food in front of her, but rub crumble cookies on their tit. But
yeah. No, but I agree. That was a pretty good opportunity for Amber to live with someone that was actually fit for the first time in her life.
Yeah.
Other than, I guess Jade was also a college athlete. And from the pictures we saw from before they met, she looked like she was like pretty fit. She looked big, but just like just like natural. Yeah, just naturally.
She did a shot put and discus or something.
Exactly.
So imagine a shot put and discus type woman.
The people that do
stereotypical.
Yeah, the people that do those, they are like, it's not that they're fat, it's just that they're fucking like, dude.
We got like a Luka Doncic type thing going.
Yeah, exactly. But then we got the pictures of her walking Twinkie, and unfortunately, I feel like Amber rubbed off on her because she was
absolutely.
She was looking pretty big.
Well, I imagine it'd be pretty easy for it to happen if you move in with your girlfriend who wants to order DoorDash 3 times a day. Hey, babe, I'm ordering McDonald's. You want anything? Yeah, sure. Get me a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, I'm ordering lunch. Do you want anything? Yeah, sure. Get me a big meal for lunch. Okay, what do you want for I feel like it's just gonna happen. You're just gonna get included in on these things. Oh, hey, what do you want?
Yeah.
Remember the story of when she almost died on the potato? And she said that Jade was eating something else and then she was eating a seafood boil, which means that they both ordered different things on DoorDash to eat at the same time, which is like crazy to me.
Unless you actively try to fight against it, I agree. It would be really easy just to fall into it, especially if it seemed like Jade had a very good job. Amber makes probably like 100K a year or something. I've always thought that she makes like around the same Phil does. I'm not sure, but They both probably made decent money, and if you have the person you're living with just constantly ordering takeout, it's so easy to just fall into it. There's like
Yeah.
1 month when I was ordering DoorDash like twice a week, 3 times a week. And then I saw my bank account and I stopped doing that. But yeah, if you get into the habit, it
Yep, absolutely.
could happen
It's very
quick.
costly.
No. Corn, like the list can literally go on and on. I guess I could put my little order thing right here for you guys to see. But that was 662 calories. Also a Fanta.
Notice
0
that now that she's
calories,
not with
and
the
then I
feeder
had
anymore, we never get the slurps of the sodas directly
Oh
into the microphone anymore.
my
Thank
God, thank
God for that,
God.
by the way, but I'm just saying it's very suspicious. And she's like, well, how
She
can it be feeder content? It was a diet pop.
Yeah, she
Guess
got
what, bitch? I don't think it matters. They like that you look like a big fat pig while you slurp the pop, while you slurp the soda. Like it's gross.
she got
They
mad.
like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got mad at Zachary Michael for implying that she was eating on camera for Emily. And then
Hmm.
yeah, and she would go back and she'd be like, look, even before I was with Emily, I was eating on camera. Yeah, but you're fucking disgusting doing it now. This is how you used to eat on camera. When you're with Emily, you were slurping shit up with the camera like an inch away from your
Yep.
face. It was literally like
It was
a
foul.
fucking, you see like a pig eating through the throats or whatever. That's literally what it was.
Yep.
a Nutty
Absolutely
Buddy
foul.
for 310 calories. So it came out to 972 calories.
Super delicious. Obviously, it was a very high calorie meal, but it was worth it because it was freaking tasty.
I thought it was healthy.
Like I was genuinely so full I couldn't even finish.
I thought
my
it was just a
poke
bunch of
bowl. I
veggies.
also did some Instagram Q&A. I do like to keep that strictly.
I
for
thought that she.
Instagram.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought if all she ate was lettuce and broccoli, she'd be triggered.
Wait a
But apparently
second.
she just ate a big bowl of mostly veggies. You know, there's rice and, a little bit of crab and like some
Yeah.
mayo and some ponzu and like, but it's all veggies.
Yep.
It was all veggies and she's not triggered.
Yeah.
But I'm going to add a
Interesting.
couple of the questions that I did here. So here's that.
Oh,
So I've not been
God.
with them in almost 5 years.
Clip
I am
show.
a completely different person than I
Can you debunk this really quick? She hasn't been with Beck in 5 years. Go ahead.
She broke up with Becky in the summer of 2021. So that's 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's
And then
debunked. But she's
also-
trying to distance herself. Oh my God, this was so long ago. 6 years ago, dude. That's crazy.
also Amber is 35, or is she 34 and turning 35 this year? I think she's
Yes.
yeah,
She's turning
34.
35 in December. Her birthday's
So-
right at the end of the year, so she just turned 34 a couple months ago.
Yeah, so she was 30 years old. 30 years old. She was a 30-year-old when this stuff was going on, like maybe like 29 and whatever, but she was about to hit her 30s. And I don't know if I need to explain to anyone, but when you're 30, you're too goddamn old to be doing this shit. And then when people press you about it less than 3 years later, or like 3 years later, you don't get to be like, oh my God, I was a kid back then. I
Yeah,
didn't mean
yeah.
to do it. I was just
did
so
that-
young.
Oh my God, I was only 28, 29, and 30.
Yeah.
Dude, I was 30. Chill. I was a kid. Oh my God, I was so mature when I was 30.
Yeah, you do not get to use that excuse that especially when it was so recent. Like you said, 3.5 years, you said? Yeah, it's ridiculous.
was then. And I'm sure Beck is also a different person than
Are
they
you-
were then.
Are you really a different person?
No, she's worse.
She actually
She's
is
literally
worse.
worse now. Some fucking how. We hear these stories from Becky about how she was 3.5 years ago, and she's somehow worse now.
Yeah, it's insane.
Nothing was perfect. And I'm going to let you know that some of the things that Beck has said has been true, and some of the things have been flat out lies.
It's so funny that she will not even address one single flat out lie. You know why she does that? So that the people that actually believe what Amber says, they're looking at this list of 5 things that Beck said, and they're like, oh, Amber said some of them are flat out lies, so I mean I don't know which one's true and which one's fake. She's trying to manipulate the people that are looking into it. and because you can't be 100% sure about which one's true and which one's fake. And then another thing that she's been doing is that she's going to address the things that she thinks she can get away with the most, like making Beck drive under the influence, basically. And then because she's saying that she'll fess up to the things that are true and won't talk about the things that aren't true. So a good strategy for her is fess up to some lower level things, like I mean, I don't even know if that's lower level, but you know what I mean. It's better than a lot of the other stuff Beck said. And then just leave all the really bad damning stuff alone. So it's like it's like the strategy I had in school. I would always raise my hand for the easy questions, so that I wasn't the one that got called on when the actual hard questions came.
No matter what I say, if I defend myself or not, people will choose to believe Beck. That is the way my whole YouTube career has gone. It's not going to be any different now. So I would rather people believe every single thing that they said just to protect my mental health from having to defend myself to a bunch of people who already have their opinion made up. To be honest, I would rather come clean about the stuff that's true than like sit there and like defend myself over the stuff that isn't true. This is what I was talking about. I just realized that. Like, I would rather be like, yeah, like I'm gonna take full accountability. Though that did happen. Those things did happen.
Yeah, so come clean about things that she thinks that she can easily defend, and then she's not gonna say anything about the crazy shit because she can just get away with being like, yeah, I'm not talking about it because it's not true, and I'm protecting. Yeah, you're not gonna say health.
Which things are true. Well, I did date a person named Beck.
Yeah.
And we did live together. Those things are true. I won't talk about what else is true or untrue, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, just like my strategy in school. You answer the easy things, and you can get away with not answering the hard things.
But the stuff that I have to defend myself on, girl, I would rather sit in like a lava.
I hate this.
Just let my skin
I would rather sit in a lava.
And that genuinely
I would rather sit in a lava.
Yeah, let's try it then. Let's try it. Someone get a bowl of lava and see if she'll tell the truth or not.
Like, some of the things that Beck is saying is actually leaving me so shocked. And I'm more than willing to take
God.
You know who else would leave shocked? Me and everyone that's watching it. Because
exactly.
This shit is insane, dude. We're get to the Beck videos probably next, I think. But Amber is an absolute fucking psychopath. Like, she sucks, dude. And if you didn't believe she fucking sucked, you do now, basically.
Yep, there you go.
Accountability and admit where I was wrong literally 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
It's 6 years ago now. Now it's 6.
6 years ago. Okay.
Dude,
well, that might have been when the relationship started.
Yeah.
Or that was about the middle of the relationship.
Yeah. And it just ended 3 years ago. So is she telling us that she was perfect at the very end? That's why Beck broke up with her? That seems a little backwards, that makes sense. Right? That when you got broken up with
someone, when they improve their behavior from how they were at the beginning of the relationship. That makes sense, right?
Exactly.
And 7 years ago. Like, it's been so
long. 7 years.
Oh, diva.
Literally 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and 7 years ago. Like, it's been so long since we've been together, and I'm just not the same person as I was. I think it's very apparent.
Girl, you're the same. You're the exact same girl. You know why? Because you haven't gone to therapy for any of this, and you are 35 or 34 years old. Like, you don't just change from 31 to 34 unless you've got like some insane therapy or like something, I don't know, crazy happen. Right? But you're generally going to be the same person. I don't think I'm different at all. How I was like a couple of years ago. Not as old as her, but when I was an adult.
Especially someone like her.
Yeah, because she doesn't do anything to change anything.
Where like I was at like a very vulnerable state. Things that we went through together, like having to do with my mobility and things like that, like that's not okay. Like
fuck off, dude. Things to do with your mobility as part of the way that you made her your caretaker, that is absolutely part of the story, and she absolutely can talk about that. You essentially made Beck go from your girlfriend to being your 24/7 live-in caretaker that had to take you everywhere and had to wipe your fucking ass, like literally. If you haven't seen that part, yes, she made Beck wipe her ass.
Yeah.
So being like, oh no, it's my mobility. You shouldn't be talking about that. Fuck off, dude. Beck absolutely should be, because that's part of the issue. And something I was talking to you about was that when it comes to stuff like mobility, I act as if Amber is 100% able-bodied, because she is. Like I give if somebody
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
It's completely
Yeah.
self-imposed, right?
If someone else with a disability or something, I give them all the grace in the world, like, I'm sorry you've got troubles. I hope I hope you get all the help you need. Hope you take advantage of any help you need. Amber, it's completely self-inflicted, and it's so annoying for her to act like she has an actual disability. Like, maybe
Mhm.
maybe I don't know if medically she would be considered disabled, but in my view, she's not disabled, because she can just eat less, and then she'll not have this problem anymore.
I can't imagine, I can't speak for a person with a disability because of like a medical condition from birth or like an
Mhm.
accident or something else. Fuck, even honestly, think of like fucking Captain Alex. He's in a wheelchair because he has spina bifida. He's been in a wheelchair from birth because of
Yeah,
spina bifida.
yeah.
How like insulting is it to go to like fucking Walmart or something and see people like this in a wheelchair? Maybe
Yeah.
they don't care at all, but I feel like I would.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be like, you're fucking kind of stealing our valor here. Like, pick a fucking struggle.
Stolen valor? Yeah.
Stealing our struggle, stealing our valor
No, I
a
know
little
exactly
bit.
what
Like,
you mean.
damn, like you have the ability at any time at will to not need these modifications and accessibility things in your life, and you just choose not to. I that would drive me insane, I feel like.
I guess the only good thing about it is that the more fat people there are in the world, like Amber, the more like scooters are gonna have at the Walmart. So for actually disabled
Maybe.
people, but that's like that's not really a good a good thing that Amber's bringing to the table. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it just I Amber, I'm sorry. Any problems with your mobility are absolutely fair game, in my opinion, because you don't have an actual problem. Your problem is that you eat seafood boils too much. And I don't
Yep.
consider that a problem or a disability.
Sharing those types of things. I understand wanting to like share like in the ways that I might have mistreated you as a girlfriend, which I wasn't the greatest girlfriend back
But
then.
this is part of it. Your mobility issues are part of it, because Beck's complaining about how they were just like a full-time caretaker, and this
Yep.
absolutely has something to do with it.
can 100%
Beck talked about
like
how they literally felt like they couldn't leave the house for more than a couple
Yeah.
hours or at most a few days at a time, because otherwise Amberlynn would literally have
Just
no
die.
way to do things
She
like to
couldn't wipe her own
function.
ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
accountability in that. But I think bringing up like my mobility issues,
fuck off.
lying about certain things.
Like, lying about certain things. Give us one thing that or that they've lied about. I do not know anything that they've said that sounds like fiction yet. I mean, I guess some of it sounds like fiction because it's so insane, but Amber is a psychopath, so I mean, it makes
There you
sense.
go.
Like the lint thing. We'll get to that in our next videos, but yeah, uh, Beck had to sit there with the timer, a 45-minute timer, picking lint off of Amber's back. And when there wasn't any lint, it had to be fake lint. They just had to
Course.
mimic. They just had to mimic the process of it. And
Sensation, yeah.
yeah, and whenever they wanted a break, Amber would pause the timer, um, and then make make them come back and finish it. Just lots of crazy stuff, and it's really funny now that we know that this video is pretty old. I think this is like right when Beck came out and started talking about it. So just so much more has been said since this, and I really can't wait to see what Amber's videos are say about like the near stuff. I wonder if she's just gonna ignore it or what, because I mean that's probably the only the only thing you can do.
Yep.
Exaggerating to make certain things seem way worse than what they were. And like answering questions that genuinely have nothing to do with like sharing your side of the story. And it's more so just, for the lack of a better term, it just feels like a bunch of people just sitting there talking shit.
It wasn't like the Destiny stream where people...
No, Destiny was laughing, being like, ha ha ha, describe the smell in detail.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact question.
Yeah, Beck kept it quite respectful, to be honest with you, and even talked about how there were things that they will take to the grave, like things that are so horrific for Amberlynn that she will not even ever mention it.
I would do anything to find out what those are. My goodness, can you imagine? Because we've learned that she had to wipe her ass, that Amber was free bleeding in this era, so she also had to wipe her bloody vagina. And her butt at the same time. What could be worse than that? It's really, really scary. This should be like on a true crime channel.
How I feel doesn't matter. I'm not going to defend myself towards the lies, but I will take accountability for the truth.
See, that's such fucking cope, dude. If they were actually lies and you're going to engage with the truth at all, it's probably just fucking cope. It's probably not lies. Maybe in your narcissistic mind, they are exaggerating or exaggerated, but that's because you're a fucking insane person, and that's why they seem exaggerated, because you don't understand what you do.
More than anything in this current time, like, I need to protect my peace. Like, I was with Beck for almost 5 years, and there's a lot of things that they did or said or whatever that I could sit here and be like, well, guess what? Guess what they did?
No one fucking cares, because you were clearly the abuser in the relationship. I don't care if Beck fucked up every now and then. I really don't. And this is something else that Amber doesn't realize. This isn't to do with Beck, but just in general. When like Alexis comes out, I roll my eyes whenever people are really mad at Alexis and like, oh my god, I can't believe she's making more videos. And then Amber talks about how, oh, I'm gonna spill tea on Alexis. No one cares. Why
I don't care.
Would I care if Alexis did something? Like, this whole thing revolves around you.
Yeah, it's like when Amberlynn tried to expose Destiny by talking about how her brother was an addict. Wait, your brother's an addict too.
Yeah,
your brother's an addict too who ran away from jail. I never even thought about that. But also, that doesn't even matter, because guess what? I don't give a fuck if Destiny's brother is an addict. I don't care about Destiny, and I don't care about Destiny's family, and I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't know why you would bring that up. No one cares. We're not here to follow Destiny.
Yeah, the last thing I could possibly care about is Destiny's brother doing drugs.
Literally do not care.
Everyone's here to laugh at Amber, and she's like, actually, you know, this lady that was on my channel 10 years ago, her brother does drugs. Whoa, that's so, oh my god, that's so crazy. I'm going insane. That's the hot tea we've been looking for.
So that means that she's not credible because her brother is a drug addict?
I don't even know his name.
And I don't care to know his name.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm never going to learn his name.
Exactly.
So she doesn't understand that.
And also share my side, but I'm not going to. All right, you guys, so I'm about to do my members live stream. I got my blanket and I'm all comfy.
Trying to look all cute after talking about some actually like horrific things she did. Yeah, she did actual psychotic things, and then she's just going back. Look at my blanket, guys. Look, I'm going to do a widow live stream if you want to watch and become my member. No one cares, bitch.
Wow.
You fucking suck.
And I'm about to do it now. So if you guys want to be part of the memberships, you can press a little join down below. There's also a link in the description box.
No, thank you.
And I hope to see you guys there.
Do you want to take a bet on how many more weeks from starting next week, how many weeks do you think she's gonna do the weekly membership streams?
Oh, gee. 3?
She has been consistent so far. You give it 3. I am going to be very optimistic. I'm gonna give her 6.
Wow, that's pretty optimistic.
That sounds extremely optimistic. I think I'm gonna end up looking like a dumbass here, but
Well,
she's been consistent with them so far. It seems like she really needs money. Can
that's
I
true.
lower mine? I'm gonna lower it to 5. All right, so
That's
we're
good.
doing. You said 3.
Yeah, I said 3.
All right, so 3 and 5. Let's see what happens.
Okay, you guys, so it is currently an intermission for my live stream. I've been live for 1 hour and 16 minutes. There's 111 people watching. Thank you so much. It has genuinely been really heavy on the Beck talk, which I understand that. I've done crying. I have taken accountability, really embarrassing things. And it's just been a lot. It's been like a very heavy live stream. I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of support. I have a few trolls.
Yeah, accountability where, bitch?
Yeah, we're taking an intermission. They have no idea that I'm actually vlogging right now because I tilted up my laptop and they're looking at the ceiling, but someone wanted to go get some cigarettes across the street. And like, I was like, if you guys need to get a drink or get some popcorn or whatever.
One person needed to go get cigarettes, so Amber's like, all right, guys, we're all gonna take an intermission.
Imagine watching a stream like this or hosting a stream like this. Yeah. I could never.
Still have like 45 minutes to go. So just like a little tiny intermission. And my intermission is
and then she's literally counting it down to the minute. I do not want to watch a streamer who is fucking counting down until the last second when they can leave. I want to watch people that actually enjoy being there. And then
want to be there.
Yeah, and then just stream until they're done.
Scene of petting the baby girl. We have one right here. And petting the baby boy. We have one right here.
Oh my god.
And talking to you guys. Hello.
Oh,
welcome.
Let's see the accountability, because apparently she took the accountability.
Try to explain right now. Or defend my name ever in any sort of situation, because people already have their idea of me.
It's pointless.
And you cannot change people's opinions about you, because people will believe.
People change their opinions about other people all the time. The thing is that you have to show them evidence and show that you've changed
what they want to believe, regardless of what I say. I want to get my BPD under control, so badly, because it's like some of the things that
she wants to get it under control.
Like, my bad. I'm sorry.
I did do that. That. It made me sad.
I didn't know.
For like myself and for them. And it's like, sorry, it's just a lot. In this weird way. Like
look at all the tears coming out, all that liquid.
Almost glad that I can look back and be like, okay, wow. I wish I could have like improved sooner, quicker, faster, but like no time is better than
You're
like
not
now.
Talking about
literally showed us pictures of your childhood, which we know is a sore spot, and people found a reason to be mean and rude about it. They did. Oh my god, I don't even want to know.
Back to what I said earlier, I don't give a fuck about the childhood anymore. She keeps on lying about sexual assault, and if you had some like really horrible stuff that happened, then why would you make up like twice about sexual assault? Her childhood sucked. Her childhood was shitty. Her parents were drug addicts that neglected her. She had to go into foster care. I don't give a fuck about it anymore because whatever happened obviously isn't that bad that she had to, or isn't. She had to.
It wasn't bad enough to just share that instead.
Yeah,
she had to share that instead.
Yeah, she had to make shit up. So get out here with the childhood stuff. I am taking a stand.
I haven't been watching reaction channels. Obviously I don't look at the comments, like nothing like that. Like it's just it is too hard for me. I'm trying like very hard to like just protect my peace in the best way that I can. Like, I used to literally have to sit down to chop a cucumber, folks.
I need you to be impressed that you don't do that anymore?
I wasn't able to cook.
Wow, I'm clapping. I'm standing up and clapping. I'm getting you a trophy engraved because you can stand while cooking. Is that what you want, Amberlynn? Is that what you want?
You're like...
I'm not fucking applauding someone for standing while cooking. Fuck off.
You are like 30 pounds away from when you had to stand and cook, and 30 pounds when you're 510. I'm pretty sure that's not a huge percentage. So Yeah, stop. And she just got up to like 520, right? She was like 517. So yeah, I'm not gonna applaud that you can cut cucumbers standing up now, because you are not very far away. You have literally made nearly zero progress. I feel like medically there's not a huge difference between like 560 and 510.
Able
I
to
agree.
shower without my legs literally trembling like this.
And I'm sorry. That's fucking pathetic. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to be the one to have to say it. That's fucking pathetic. You can't take a shower and you don't actually have a disability. Like I said, it's not pathetic that people need help and that there are people with disabilities. I think that's like terrible, and I hope they get all the help they need. It's pathetic that Amber's 100% able-bodied and she's celebrating being able to take a shower because her legs don't shake anymore.
My bra showing. Sorry about it. Gotta fix the boobies.
Oh god.
A
No one
bra
wants to
to
see them,
me
girl.
is literally like a bikini. I don't understand the difference. Yikes. Hold on. I need to read this again for the chat because this is so fucking true. It's so bizarre to me that people invalidate your BPD, but then sit there and criticize you for the behaviors that you do that are literally textbook BPD.
The fucking voice she's doing here, and nobody's invalidating her BP. Well, I mean,
That
I guess
little
some
smug.
people. Yeah,
She's
I'm
got
sure.
this smug ass expression on the screen right now where you
Yep.
pause.
Yeah.
She loves when other people say what she never could because she's not well spoken or intelligent enough to
Yeah.
arrive at this conclusion.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are people that invalidate her BPD just because in a locale space you always have like some people with interesting opinions. I don't know if anybody's invalidating her BPD. I think people are saying that you have to stop using it as a fucking excuse because they're 35, 34 years old. Like, it's pathetic at this point.
Whew.
Like, stop. No one cares
Oh my
about your BPD.
God.
What are
I don't
you
give
guys
a fuck
doing?
about
You're
your
making me
BPD.
hungry. This
You're a
happened last
bitch.
time.
You're the child catcher.
I don't get it. Oh, my eyeliner slays.
Wow.
I
Okay,
fully am
queen.
accountable and acknowledge those moments
prayer
and
hands.
why that can be traumatic for them.
Dear Almighty
and I
Father.
am apologetic and remorseful, and I feel
But
horrific.
what are the moments? She said that she was going to address stuff that she actually did, and now she's just saying, yeah, there are moments. She's leaving it all up to you to decide what it is, while saying that Beck has told a lot of lies. So essentially, if you're taking Amber at her word, you can't know what Beck is saying is true or not.
And I know people are going to like twist what I said in this live stream, but I do want people to know, like, bottom line period, that like I am fully accountable and I'm sorry. All right, guys, so live stream is over. It
Great.
was a heavy one, but I'm okay.
It was a heavy one. I wasn't heavy. You didn't address anything.
All she did was go, wow, my eyeliner's nice. Ooh, can't be good.
Yeah, and then she said she just gave platitudes like, oh yeah, some of the stuff I put Beck through was bad. Okay, bitch, what was bad about it? And what did you do?
Yeah, which things? What about them?
Yeah, that's not a really good apology.
Going to
It's not an apology.
No, it's not even an apology. Not even a bad apology.
And since we're doing like
It's
a
not
what I
one.
eat today for 10 days straight, wow, that's a lot.
What I eat
I'm
today.
gonna show you what I'm gonna have. All right, you guys, so I'm about to have
I am fuming. I am right here. I am fuming. Girl, we just got told that you lie about this and you only show us what you think we want to see. So I don't give a fuck about your what I eat in a day. It's all lies. You've been gaslighting us and bullshitting us for years.
2 of these beef and bean burritos. It's
a
290
decade
calories
of gaslighting,
so that's
and
580 for 2 of them.
bullshitting.
Okay, you guys, so
Amazing.
I'm actually in the middle of getting ready for bed, and I had to remind myself to end this vlog. So I had a sandwich. I took a picture, but I did not take a video. So that's what you're looking at now. It was pretty much like a BLT, but without the tomato. Add some onion, add some
The
chicken
blue.
lunch meat, and then I had a coconut outshine bar, which I forgot to take a video and I forgot to take a photo, but I'm still telling you, it was literally just like a coconut like ice cream bar type deal, which was only 110 calories. So
and I don't believe any of this.
I've had 2,147.
Because you're a liar, apparently.
And that is all I will be having.
Why don't you
for
have
the
a picture
night.
of it?
And all the drinks I've had today have been diet.
You're in your
either
closet.
Diet
Just walk
Fanta
like 10
or
steps and go
Diet
take a
Dr.
picture of
Pepper.
one.
So anyways, thank you guys for watching this vlog, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye. Bitch.
So yeah, here is the difficult thing. What is true was not in that what I eat in a day. We know she just lies about it. Yeah, I don't know what to say. You have any thoughts on this video we just watched?
It's the same old shit once again, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I just wonder how long. I mean, I feel like we're sort of hitting that boring phase that we hit after we have a breakup where she's just kind of living her day-to-day life like a hamster in a wheel, doing the same thing every day.
Yeah.
And inevitably, we're going to start hearing her giggle in little vlogs. She's going to start texting in vlogs and streams. And then we're going to get to meet the next side character, the next victim of this empath. So
Yep.
I look forward to that coming soon. I think that is the next phase, inevitably. So that'll be interesting.
Yep. Very true. We will probably watch the Beck videos next, her or their Q&As. And then we're caught up on Amber by skipping a bunch of stuff. So we can start our retrospective series. If things get extremely boring, do not worry, because we're gonna go back to the first Amberlynn video and we're gonna watch it up until whenever. We'll be watching chronological order. So there you go. Do you want to play Choosy? Futaba or Morgana?
Oh. I don't know, because we're starting off with Morgana. That's like kind of.
Well, I'm back to where we started.
How are you?
You left off on Morgana. Okay. So Jiro or Morgana?
I don't know.
Okay, Anne or Morgana?
I'm not good at choosy. I'm not good at choosy.
We are gonna sit here and we are going to fucking play it whether you like it or not. All right, we'll see you guys next time. See ya.
Bye.